feature guests who provide you with the tools, resources, and strategies you need to say no to a life of pain and suffering from all forms of preventable disease, toxic drugs, and unnecessary surgeries. We hope to inspire you to boldly reclaim your ability to heal and to serve the ones you love. Welcome, my beautiful ladies, to another episode of Mommy Heal Thyself. Today, I have a phenomenal guest for us. Her name is Dr. Hadar Elbaz, and she's going to be talking to us about a lot of things in terms of our female health and the importance of being able to advocate for yourself and to ask for a second opinion if the need arises. And she's also going to talk to us about parallel health systems that we may not actually realize that we have available to us. Now, Dr. Elbaz is the director of functional medicine for the Wellness Company, and she originally from Israel, and she served in the military. She eventually attended Hunter College in New York to study nursing. And from there, she realized her calling for holistic healing. She went on to complete her master's degree in traditional Chinese medicine at the Pacific College of Oriental Medicine in San Diego. She then took her education further and graduated as a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine from the Pacific College of Oriental Medicine in April 2017. Now, for many years, she has worked with athletes, both recreational and elite, as well as individuals interested in improving their health and well-being holistically, treating not only injuries, but also helping with prevention. And aside from treating injuries and alleviating pain, by focusing on the root of the problem, Dr. Elbaz is also extremely passionate and knowledgeable about functional medicine. This approach focuses on the endocrine disorders such as thyroid, adrenals, hormone imbalance, gastrointestinal issues such as leaky gut, food allergies, and sensitivities, the immune system, and how all of these things interact with the environment of our bodies. And guess what, ladies? She is a super woman because she is an Ironman triathlete and a double bronze Olympian in the Jewish Olympics. Man, I am scared of you, girlfriend.
Oh, wow. Quite the introduction. Thank you so much, Dr. Michelle. Appreciate it.
Tell me a little bit about the Olympics. Oh my goodness.
It was a kick in my rear end. It was the most intense, most amazing experience I've ever had in my life. 10 days of racing, 4 different events every other day in Mexico City. So it was in elevation, it was cycling, time trial cycling, and then an Olympic triathlon 2 days later, and then a 3-kilometer ocean or lake swim, actually, 2 days later, and then a half marathon 2 days later again. And you have to either win medals for each event and then overall. And so I won a 3rd place bronze medal in the Olympics, in the triathlon, Olympic triathlon, while I had Montezuma. So I was actually sick the day before and the day of. It was horrible, and I was so dehydrated, and I almost passed out on the run. But I prayed and prayed and found a gel in my pocket, and someone from the crowd gave me some Gatorade, and that saved my life. And I managed to pull through and rocket on the run and get in 3rd place. And then I won. And then we had the half marathon, which I got 5th place overall. But because I was 3rd place overall in all of the events, I won another bronze medal. So it was an overall amazing experience, best time of my life, and the most difficult races I've ever done also. And I've done many. And Ironman after that was another tough one, but it was all really incredible. I'm so grateful I was able to do that a few years ago.
Wow. I feel wiped out just even thinking about it. I can't.
So do I. Yeah, it's the mind. The mind is really what gets you through it, right? And doing the right supplementations, the right nutrition, the right everything. So luckily I had all the resources that I brought with myself, aside from Western medicine, that I had to take, something from Montezuma because I couldn't function. But I had all of my essential oils, all of my supplements, acupuncture, needles, and, all these good holistic remedies to help me thrive, not just survive. So thankfully.
Wow, you are the poster woman for all that we want to aspire to. I'm telling
Thank
you,
you. Thank you so much.
amazing.
Thank you.
So now, give me a little bit of background in terms of who are the people that you're working with currently and what are the issues that they're dealing with?
Sure. So throughout my career, so I had a practice in San Diego for over 17 years. And there I had seen a lot of athletes. So I treated a lot of injuries, but I also saw a lot of functional medicine patients for internal medicine, whether it was anxiety, insomnia, gut issues, hormone imbalance, women not able to get pregnant or carry the baby, headaches, emotions. So I saw everything. And now I mostly focus on functional medicine, how to treat the root cause, right? And heal the person from within instead of going to the pharmaceuticals and going to the doctors for every little thing. We always look at the root cause. And that's really the key of what I do always with patients. It's finding out what is causing your headaches, what is causing your hormone imbalance, what is causing your weight gain, what's causing your thyroid, your Hashimoto's, your autoimmune, your skin condition, your menstrual cycle being out of whack. There's so many reasons why women have, hormonal imbalances, or why we women and men have anxiety or insomnia or digestive issues. So I always look at the root cause, and I do so by taking blood tests, comprehensive blood tests, doing Chinese medicine diagnosis with tongue diagnosis, facial diagnosis, filling a whole questionnaire and kind of letting me know what's really going on, seeing the background of the patient, their lifestyle, their habits, their nutrition, what medications, what supplements, what emotions, what, maybe even breast plant. I treated a lot of women with breast plant illness. That can be another issue that causes a lot of health issues for women, and they're not even aware of that, right? So anything from, BII to emotions to anxiety to hormone imbalance, menstrual problems. And now with COVID, we're seeing more and more menstrual imbalances and menstrual disharmonies and problems.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what you mean by that in terms of seeing more disruptions within the female hormonal cycle?
Yeah. So unfortunately, and I don't know if you've noticed or seen women deal with that or complain about that since the vaccines came out, even if you haven't been vaccinated or you have, unfortunately, the spike protein does not stay in one area like they thought it would, right? It does circle around your organs and can attach to certain organs, ovaries included. And so a lot of women, vaccinated or not, had menstrual cycle that was completely either interrupted or started even though they were already in menopause. I have patients that were in menopause and suddenly got a period. Very odd, very odd. Or women getting their periods twice a month, or having it irregular, being delayed, or coming in early, or totally messing with them. So I've seen it. I've had it happen to me, and I'm not vaccinated. And just a shedding and the spike shedding and stuff, what's causing a lot of women having a lot of problems, unfortunately. So we came out.
I can attest to that because, when I first heard about it, I was like, that is some woo-woo nonsense, with shedding and stuff. I totally did not even put any kind of credence behind it.
Right.
And then I went to a very crowded event that was full of older people. And we know that they're the ones who, generally speaking, are more likely to take the shot. I have not taken the shot. And then all of a sudden, I haven't had my cycle for over a year. And all of a sudden, I started having that bleeding. And I was just like, oh my God, it was the very next day. And it was very bizarre because I couldn't attribute it to anything else. There was nothing else that was different in my, usual activities. And so I tell you, so the reason why I'm interested in talking to you about this is because you're now part of the wellness company. And the wellness company is what I term as part of a parallel system, that gives us more options when it comes to our healthcare. Can you talk a little bit about that and your role there?
Yeah, so I'm their functional medicine director, and we're bringing in more holistic, remedies that I'm working on, and holistic treatments and holistic telemedicine appointments, so that you don't have to just see a Western medicine doctor, but you can also see an alternative medicine doctor. The Wellness Company offers telemedicine, and we offer amazing products as well. For example, the Spike Support formula that we have for children and for adults. And that can really help if someone was vaccinated or was not vaccinated, to really help kind of dissolve the spike protein that causes a lot of, whether it's microclots or heart disease or any kind of issues. The Spike Support has nattokinase as one of the main ingredients for the adult product, and that really helps with the dissolving. And then it has other antioxidants like black sea moss, iris sea moss, black sativa, which is black cumin seed, selenium, green tea, and other ingredients that are phenomenal for inflammation and antioxidants and for helping dissolving the spike. And then for children, we have a formula that is chewable without the nattokinase that can be, shouldn't be used for children. And that one has, the vitamin C, the pomegranate, dandelion extract, of course, bromelain, papain, rutin. So other ingredients that are excellent to help children who have been vaccinated or are getting shed on, right, from other children or other adults to protect. So we offer products that help protect from the actual spike, whether you had the vaccine or have had the COVID, right? And we also have emergency medical kit right now that we're offering for emergencies. So you actually don't have to go to a medical doctor if you are sick, but you can rely on that kit. And that is a beautiful emergency kit that has ivermectin and amoxicillin and other medications that can be used in emergency cases. So all you do is purchase it, and then you have a quick consult with a medical doctor that we have on our team, and then they ship you the kit so you have it for emergency. So you don't have to rely on the medical system to go, oh my gosh, I have COVID, what do I do now? They won't give you ivermectin, highly likely right now. They try to avoid it for, the last couple of years or 3 years, telling us it's not good for us. And now they came out with studies that, of course, it was fine. We knew that. So we have great second opinions, telemedicine appointments that we offer. So we have everything from telemedicine to great products to a medical emergency kit. And we offer that to everyone. So it's great to have that.
Now, what can you tell us about the importance of getting a second opinion, or even just having that resource in case you get a quote unquote diagnosis and you're like, I don't know about these meds, do you have something that you could share with us with regards to that?
Yeah, I always advocate for any person, men and women, if they get a diagnosis of some sort, to always get a second opinion, right? Because oftentimes, and unfortunately, when you go to a medical doctor, sometimes they misdiagnose, right? With MRIs or breast scans or mammograms I'm not a fan of. I actually like the ultrasounds better. Always get a second opinion, because if you get, God forbid, a diagnosis that is, oh my gosh, I just got the C word or whatever, you want to always have a second opinion. And you want to always take the precautionary steps to advocate for yourself, be your own doctor. What are you doing? Are you sleeping enough? Are you too stressed? What medications are you on? What food are you eating? Are you exercising? Are you getting enough sunlight? Are you getting, enough love? Are you in healthy relationships? Are you, exercising? Are you getting sauna? Are you sweating? There's so many things that you can do on a daily basis, number one, to help prevent. Right now we're in October, the breast cancer awareness month. I highly urge women not just to get detected, but you want to prevent. You want to use proper measures to help prevent disease by doing the right thing for prevention. Take care of your health, right? Don't just rely on the Western medicine to tell you, by the way, you're not doing well because A, B, and C. No, how about I'm not even going to go to the doctor because I'm going to take care of myself. So if I need, I like to use preventative measures like also acupuncture, chiropractic, massages, saunas, exercise, sunlight, sleep, all these things, right? So I have a whole protocol of what can you do on a daily basis to really better your life, anti-aging, make sure you're healthy. And then God forbid you have something you can get, and I recommend getting a second opinion by more of a holistic doctor or a holistic company like we have, right? And not just going to the primary to tell you, go now, get it out, or go get chemo or radiation or whatever. Advocate for yourself, get a second opinion. Don't just rely on that.
You know, that's so important, especially for us as women. There are times when the medical doctor would present you with a particular diagnosis or prognosis, and there's just something inside of you that says, I don't know.
Right.
And we have been taught to quote unquote trust the experts. And so we don't really trust that inner voice, right, ladies? And you guys know,
Intuition.
I've shared with you the whole thing where I went into a psychiatrist and within 15 minutes, she wants to diagnose me with bipolar and give me a prescription. I was like, no, not happening.
Right.
You know? And even with my daughter, you know, the doctor diagnosed her as being type 1 diabetic. But I started observing certain things and I said, this doesn't sound right. And so I kept on questioning, but I didn't have the resource of the wellness company. You know, I had to do things for myself and go back, take myself back to school and learn all this stuff. So I'm just tickled pink that now we have the wellness company where you're able to get that parallel system access to talk to a medical doctor and have that conversation about possibilities and options, alternatives to the quote unquote diagnosis or the quote unquote treatment. So within that membership that you have, if you can tell people a little bit more about what benefits they can receive as members of the wellness company.
Yeah, there are different memberships, and I would pull a screen up to show you, but there are different memberships and different benefits that you can get, including discounts, including you know, complimentary consultations via telemedicine, supplements that come along with that, you know, checkups, whatever you need. So depends on the membership that you have. You can literally get the discount for products. You can get the free products per month that go with complimentary consultations if you need. So there's so many great benefits to be a member of the wellness company, and you never have to worry to find a doctor that will be, you know, either giving you a bad sentence or would not be listening to you and be less holistic. So I feel like going the more holistic route, even though they're MDs, but it's within the wellness company that we can direct you in a better place and have alternative, you know, treatments, alternative supplements, and different things to offer.
So what is one common mistake that you find women make when they are addressing their health concerns?
Common mistakes when they address is that you're right, they're not listening to their own bodies, they're not listening to their own intuition to guide them. If a woman, something doesn't feel right and she goes to the doctor and they're giving her something or telling her something and they're just blindfolded going behind what they said without actually researching or without actually really feeling what is going on and how can I make myself better with myself first, that would be the number one thing that a woman should be doing, right? Advocate for yourself, take care of your health, always follow your gut, always meditate, take a breath, right? Look inward, like what do you really feel? What do you really see? What do you really need? And what are you lacking? And what does your heart and soul desire? Oftentimes, we don't look inward. We look for outside, exterior confirmations or validation or answers, whereas we have all the answers within us, always, right? So we have to stop, pause for a minute, meditate, breathe, look inward, and really feel, not just think, but feel, because women feel. They have a lot of intuition that we don't use, unfortunately, because of society. You know, shallow breathing, what we're told to do, what we're told to be, or whatever the case is, you have to pause for a second and really just let's see what's going on here, talk to myself and really feel what's the best route.
Wow, I tell you. So is there anything else that I should have asked that you think would be helpful for our women to be able to lead lives that are filled with passion, purpose, promise, protection, and power and peace?
Yeah, you know, I always like to recommend things to ladies, especially today with such an toxic environment. with environmental toxins being all around us.
Yeah.
Number one recommendation is always watch what you have and what you put on, in, and around your body, right? Whether it's lotions, whether it's, your detergents, your chemicals, your soaps, plugins, candles, deodorants, perfumes. If you're using all commercial, regular stuff, you are bombarding yourself with toxins that can and will disrupt your hormones. They are called xenoestrogens. They are fake estrogens that completely take over your body's regular estrogen and are carcinogenics and are disruptive and are endocrine disruptors. So I always recommend change your habits of chemical. Instead of chemicals, use natural, use essential oils, use natural deodorants, right? Use natural oils. Don't use parabens. Don't use xenoestrogens. Don't use phthalates, perfumes. Use the natural stuff instead. So take a look around your house. Take a look in your makeup section, in your deodorant, in your lotions, in your bathroom, in your kitchen, in your laundry room, everywhere. And I bet you they're going to find, if they're not holistic already, a lot of chemicals used that are contributing to diseases and fatigue and endocrine issues and anything else that they probably are suffering from that they don't even know, maybe even headaches, depression, weight gain, just so many things, right?
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's connected to everything. I'm so glad that you made a point of bringing that up. In any case, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of all of our women.
Pleasure.
Thank you for taking the time in your busy schedule to share all of this phenomenal set of resources for us. And my prayer is that a lot of our women will reach out to you guys over at the Wellness Company. If nothing else, but to go to the website. So ladies, I'm going to be putting the website in the bottom in the description. And when you go to the website, if you decide to check anything out, you'll get an extra 10% if you use our code, and please, please, please use those resources and use that information to be able to empower yourself, not only for you, but for the ones that you love.
Absolutely. And I can also give you my website if you'd like. I mean,
absolutely.
My personal website. Yeah, my personal website is The Vibrant Glow. So The Vibrant Glow, because I always practice the vibrant glow from inside out, right? Because it's not just the outside what you do, it's inside.
Exactly.
So thevibrantglow.com. And then I also have Instagram, and that is Dr. Hadar Sophia. So it's Dr. Sophia. That's my Instagram handle. I post a lot of health stuff, wellness, and different things. So yeah.
Fantastic. So I'm going to be including all of those links, ladies. So be on the lookout for that. And thank you once again for joining us for another episode of Mommy Heal Thyself.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Mommy Heal Thyself. If you like what we're doing here, please share, subscribe, like us, and leave a comment.